And now what I'm going to do is start from here, right at a traffic light. I'm going to signal because there could be a lot of people coming along. Checking my mirror, checking my blind spot, nothing there, and out I get and on I go. I want to get away from this area quite quickly because there are people starting their tests, and I really genuinely don't want to get involved in that side of it. Following the road here, I'm going to follow this road all the way down, checking my mirrors, staying in my own lane, which is the left lane, keeping it 30 miles an hour, and I'm going to be moving into the right lane soon. Check my mirrors in good time. There's nobody close enough for me to signal. If you want to signal, that's fine, you can do it, don't worry about it, but personally I wouldn't bother. And then following the road ahead. And I'm going to keep going at that. And what I'm going to do is I'm following this road ahead. Well, the buses came out in front of me, but I didn't really have to brake significantly, I'm not worrying. But what I will be doing is going right at this junction here. Mirror, signal, staying out to the right, and well, as it is, it's done me a favour because I'm now the lead car at a set of traffic lights waiting to turn right when and I'm sitting at a red light. This means I've got to deal with oncoming cars when turning right, and it's just good to talk you through it. So my first plan is, well, where am I going to go? I know my route. I'm going to go about a third of the way into the junction and wait for any oncoming cars. Once those oncoming cars have resolved themselves, i.e. they've got out my road, I can then complete the manoeuvre. While I'm doing that, I'm looking all the time for mirrors, looking into the side road to see if anyone's going to walk across the road. Obviously there's lots of people walking across the road just now, purely and simply because the light went to green. The green man went on, I should say. So I'm now just going to have to sit and wait and wait and wait and wait. So the traffic from the left is allowed to go now. I think that would probably mean that we're allowed to go next, because certainly the traffic on the right went, and then the traffic on the left went, and I know that we go at the same time as the oncoming traffic, so everything else that could happen has happened. So check my mirrors, handbrake off, I'm going to roll forward slowly, looking at this activity. I want to pass in front of that fellow. The van's got out the road, there's no one else in that lane, and I'm looking very carefully to make sure that's the case, so I can complete that manoeuvre. If I had to wait, if there was a lot of cars coming and I had to wait, and the traffic light changed back to red again, it's not my problem. I've crossed the stop line, I'm not controlled by that traffic light. I could have used a red light blocking other cars as the opportunity to go. So that's something that you would know well enough yourself. You don't need a DVD to teach you that. You should know it anyway. I'm going to go left up here, mirror, signal, and coming in. I know there's cars in front of me or coming towards me that are wanting to turn, but I'm in the correct side of the road for turning left with priority, so I don't really need to worry about them. And what I'm going to do is follow this road along now. And what I'd like to do now is I would like to just try to figure out where I want to go here. I'm going to go at the next set of, the next roundabout I come to. I'm going to go to the left. I'll do it that way actually, I think that's the smart one. So checking my mirrors in good time. I'm not going to come too far into the left because that might look like a lane after the parked car, but it isn't, it's just for parking areas. And as you get closer, mirrors and signal to the roundabout, you can see that the bollard and the cycle lane and things like that. Going into the left lane would not have been an option. Looking to the right, there's nothing coming. I can get round the corner and I can make my own way on it. Getting the speed up again, staying on my own side of the road, checking my mirrors in plenty of time, following the road ahead. And keeping it going. So what I'd like to do for this next particular bit is I'd like to follow this road along, I'm going to go to the right at the end of the road, and then I'm going to follow a bit of road that will take me in the direction that I really do want to go, which is trying to head over to Partick basically. So at the end of the road I'm going to go to the right. I can't signal yet because there's a road just before it that goes to the right, and I don't want to confuse people. I can take up a road position and I can slow down, and that in itself is a signal of sorts. I'm going to go to the right here, looking round, perfectly okay, nothing there. Round I get, and then I'm going to follow this road along. And what I'm going to do at this point here is go straight on at these traffic lights. Takes me on to South Street. So I'm taking up the lane for going straight on. I don't want the very extreme left lane because that's for going left only, and I don't want the right lane because that's for turning right only. This lane here does me perfectly. We're going to follow this road on to South Street, follow South Street for quite some time. And all I need to do now is just sit and wait, to be honest with you. I'm not going to sing. Just sitting waiting at traffic lights can be incredibly boring, and it always seems longer than it actually is. But really, realistically, all you really need to do is just sit and wait. You can, mark your time well by looking at the sequence of the lights, checking your mirrors obviously for any activity such as cyclists or motorbikes. Our lights changed, handbrake off, I'm still in drive anyway. I'd recently checked my mirrors, so there's no point checking them again because I didn't see anything 2 seconds previously. Checking my mirrors now though, because I can see by the centre line that the road bends rather sharply to the left. It's not a give way, there's no give way lines in front of us, there's a centre line following all the way around to the left, telling us that it's okay for us to go without being impeded by anyone. There's a zebra crossing up ahead, so I'm going to check my mirrors and slow down because I can't see fully in both directions now. I can see okay now. It's just that there's a road, there's a footpath leading between a stone wall there on the left, and people can come, emerge from that footpath and be on the zebra crossing really quite quickly. So that creates because you can't see them, it creates doubt, and where there's doubt you should slow down. If the doubt persisted you would stop, although you wouldn't really have to stop at that zebra crossing unless there was actually someone there. There are other occasions where perhaps just coming to a full halt is a better idea. I'm usually thinking extremely busy junctions where there's lots of parked cars about the place. So following the road ahead here, keeping it 30 miles an hour, keeping a safe distance from the parked cars. And just following the road. I know there's cars coming towards me, but they're on their half of the road and I'm on my half of the road. It is a junction that I've just went through, but I could see that there was road markings on it, so I didn't have to worry about it being an unmarked junction. And following this road as well. Slowing down a wee bit, because this guy suddenly appeared from the middle of nowhere, well, from outside a garage actually. And again, just following the road ahead. I'm on the main road. This is a main road all the way down to Finniston, to be honest with you. We're not going as far as Finniston though. And just keep plodding along. That's all you can really do. And it's an empty enough road. The real danger on a road like this actually is that you find yourself doing 35 or even 40 miles an hour on it and not even realise it. So that it's at times like this